Well, hello, world. This is Mama Ro coming to you from Chicago. And I'm hoping you're having a good evening, a good morning, a good night, a good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. And today I want to come on talking about the Jussie Smollett case. And this will probably be the last time. Then again, maybe not. We're going to see what happened. But maybe this is the last time I'm speaking regarding Mr. Smollett. Now, as you all probably already know, all 16 felony charges, all 16 counts of felony charges have been dropped. These counts was originally created because of the police or the authorities believe that Jussie Smollett, the actor, famous for Empire, playing Jamal, the son of Cookie and Lucius Lyons, the music producer owners of the great Empire music business. Now, the 16 charges were because it was believed that Jussie lied to the authorities. So these 16 counts was because of a false police report. Basically, that's why they did. That's why they were created. That's why they charged him. Okay? That's why they, meaning the city of Chicago, charged him. But as of recently, our state's attorney, who is Miss Kim Foxx, she is the first African American state's attorney for Cook County, Illinois. And that's the biggest, Cook County is the biggest county in Illinois. She managed the nation's the second largest prosecutor's office, and she oversees over 800 attorneys and also about 1,500 employees. And so she was elected into this position in November of 2016. So she made history when she became Illinois State, Cook County state's attorney. Okay. As of recently, which you probably already know, she dropped all 16 charges. Basically, from what I have read and heard her interview, she said that overall, her office just believed that the likelihood of securing a conviction was not certain when it came to Jussie's case. First time offender. She said normally these type of cases are not really, they don't normally go to court. They normally work out other deals or situations. But in his case, all charges were dropped. Now, Miss Foxx was in communication. Now, this was before everything really came out, but she was in communication via emailing and texting with people that was close to Jussie Smollett early in the investigation, as I stated. And it had prompted her to she had to step away from the case and let another attorney in her office handle the case, because this close-knit friend that was a friend of Jussie Smollett. So I guess that would have been some type of what you mean? I guess like a conflict, conflict of I don't know, conflict of something. Anyway, she had to take herself. She excused herself from the case and had another attorney to take over. But after after investigating, after studying, you know what? After the police chief, which is Mr. Eddie Johnson, he came out saying that Smollett lied. After the mayor came out and said that Smollett lied. After all of this happened, after seeing the way they reacted, which I thought might have been not wise, especially for those two people, Mr. Eddie Johnson, the police chief, and also Mayor Emanuel, Chicago's mayor, speaking out so freely, I guess that's how I can put it, against Jussie Smollett. I said, wow. And you could tell they were very, very, very upset when they found out all 16 counts of felony charges were dropped. Ms. Foxx said, no, we're not going to go any further with this. So, of course, they're upset. The city, the mayor basically, and he had the chief police. I think it's chief of police, or the superintendent of police, Mr. Eddie Johnson. They're very upset to the point now they want to send Jussie a bill for about let me see, I think it's like over $130,000 that went into investigating his alleged attack case. So, Jussie did now. I need to go back a minute because he did complete 2 days? Yeah, 2 days of community services at Reverend Jussie Jackson's Operation Push. Okay, so he completed those 2 days, and also he forfeited $10,000. That was the bond money. Yeah, his bond money. He's forfeited that, meaning he's not going to get that money back. But the Mayor Emanuel and Superintendent Johnson said that's not enough. They want him to reimburse the city of Chicago over $130,000. So we're gonna see what happened with that. I don't know if he's gonna pay all that money, but we will see. We will see what happened. Now, with Miss Foxx, let's go back to our state's attorney, Miss Kim Foxx. She was originally elected as I stated, she was originally elected in November 2016. But the way she got into the office is what I want to talk about. We had a case here. Have a case here that was involving Laquan McDonald. Laquan McDonald is a 17-year-old boy that was shot 16 times by the police officer Jason Van Dyke, who has been convicted of that. Well, he didn't get convicted of murder, but he got convicted. He's doing only like 6 years in jail. He probably really cop out and do 3 or something like that. A lot of people were still talking about that case. At that time, we had attorney Anita Alvarez. She was our head attorney, state's attorney for Cook County, Illinois. And Anita Alvarez, when all of this happened with Laquan being shot and killed, she didn't pursue to bring any charges against the police officer. It was like it was swept under the carpet, okay? But along with Anita, because she was basically following orders, okay? She was following orders of our then Superintendent Gary McCarthy, although he said he didn't have anything to do with it. But anyway, and also she was following the orders of our mayor, which is still Rahm Emanuel, okay? Of following orders when I meant that the case was swept under the carpet. It was swept away. No charges were being were being forced. No charges were being proceeded, rather. They proceeded with no charges. They just dropped the case. Okay, so now Kim Foxx comes up against Anita Alvarez. That was our former attorney, as I stated. Kim Foxx comes up against her and bring all of this information out of how the Laquan McDonald case was swept under the rug with no charges to the police officer that killed him, and people started paying more attention to the case And that is how Kim Foxx won. She won with the backing of some strong politicians here in the city of Chicago. These politicians were those who forced to have the case heard, and we proceeded on years later, because this is what with the police officer Jason Van Dyke was just convicted this year, which is 2019. So this case goes back to he originally shot and killed Laquan McDonald in 2014. He meaning the police officer Jason Van Dyke. So anyway, when Miss Foxx decided she wanted to run for state's attorney for the city of Chicago, for Cook County, not just the city of Chicago, but for Cook County, Illinois, she brought all of this information up about this case, and that's how she won. She beat Anita Alvarez out, who had been our attorney for a while. She had been, Miss Alvarez had been the Cook County state's attorney for a very long time. But that's how Miss Foxx got in, the first African American woman to win that seat. To win that office, to win that office. So she, she, in her winning, of course, she made history, so of course she's being looked at. Now I feel, and I could be wrong, what do I know? I could be wrong, but I feel that although her office, she said her office didn't feel like they would be able to really, proceed with this case, because they didn't really think there would be any type of conviction. I kind of feel like it might hurt her. It might just hurt her as far as her being reelected. It just might hurt her chances of being reelected. Of course, a lot of times, and this is just, I'm going to say allegedly, and I'm just going to say my opinion. When African Americans get into office, we have to dot every I and cross every T, whereas the other folk can do whatever they want, and they're not scrutinized. Whereas in this case, I believe it might come back to hurt Miss Foxx. She's going to be scrutinized for it election time. Okay, which is not probably that. I think they serve. Now I'm not going to say exactly how many. I want to say the terms for a state's attorney is either 3 or 4 years here in the city of Chicago. I keep saying the city of Chicago, but I really mean Cook County for the state, for Cook County, Illinois. So, but her election is coming up. If it's not next year, what is next year? 20? It's the year after 21. It's between 2. And it might come, because they are already talking about it. They, meaning the media, is already talking about this. Because she dropped these 16 charges against Jussie Smollett, it might come back to haunt her during election time. So I hope not. I just thought that this case overall could have been really just handled a whole lot differently. First of all, I wish the chief of police, Mr. Eddie Johnson, I wish he wouldn't have came out talking so much. Him and Mary Emanuel, I kind of wish that they would have just kind of held back a little bit of talking. And then all of a sudden, Miss Foxx having this communication with someone that's close to Jussie Smollett, via emailing and text messaging, and then 16 counts. That's quite a bit for lying to the police. Now I heard, when I heard the 16 counts, I said, wow, that's quite a bit. So I just think overall, the case was just handled sloppy. In my opinion, I really think it was. So we will see if, because we know the charges have been dropped, and he even wants his record expunged. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's supposed to be in court by having his record expunged. I don't even know what's going to happen. I guess the two brothers that claim Jussie Smollett, put them up to this. He created this alleged attack. I guess they are just going to walk away too. because they wasn't really the city wasn't really pressing towards charging the brothers, the Nigerian brothers, who also work on the same set that Jussie Smollett work at, which is Empire. The brothers work, they work as extras there on Empire. So I guess they just gonna walk away from it as well. You know what? This was, like I said, though, in my opinion, the case was just, it was handled just way too sloppy. Sloppy, 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 sloppy. So we will see if is going to reimburse the city of Chicago over $130,000. He probably not. He probably like, I'm gonna look, I'm done with this. No more. You know, no more. But we will see. Okay, so listen, thank you for watching this video. Put your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Again, this is Mama Ro coming to you from Chicago. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share this channel. Hit that bell, the little bell right next to the subscribe. You know the word that says subscribe right there in the description like area. Hit subscribe and then hit the bell. Well, listen, you guys, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I'll see you and I'll talk to you later. Again, this is Mama Ro coming to you from Chicago.